What's good, family? Smash the like button and subscribe. Wow, this right here is fresh off the press. People tell me that there ain't no such thing as God and there ain't no such thing as fate. This is fate.com. Yeah, if AJ don't take this hint right now, I don't know what to tell you, man. Anyway, I just got off the blower with Frank Fish Eyes Warren, and he's revealed to me the following. Check this out, fresh off the press. Fish Eye said, in regards to AJ in theory, I'm seeing all these various stories. It's going to be Wembley. It's going to be on July 24th and so forth. But I don't see how any of that can happen in July or even early August. From my perspective, because Rob Mccracken is AJ's trainer. He's also our Olympic team's head coach. So how is he going to be able to train AJ when he's in Japan? Or I think the Olympics start on July 23rd, and I don't know what the quarantine period is. He can't be in two places at once. If Rob Mccracken's still training AJ. Maybe he's not training the Olympic squad, I'm not sure. That's one issue. Boom. So you heard there from Frank Fish Eyes Warren. Oh, and he also said right at the end, I don't believe this fight will go on until, if it's late August, we'll be very lucky, maybe September. Boom! Now, I did a quick bit of research, and as it happens, Rob Mccracken is still locked in. You don't get to work at Sheffield. In fact, there's been some controversy over the years, but end of the day, you don't get to work at Sheffield unless you're associated with the Olympic team. So the fact that Rob Mccracken's in Sheffield means he is the head coach. That isn't just a random gym, if you see what I mean. Only, that's the Olympic Performance Centre for boxing. Rob Mccracken's still there, which means he's still heading it up. And also, when you do a Google search, it shows Rob Mccracken is the amateur head on. So either way, this right here, if anyone didn't know, if anyone in AJ's camp hear this is what you call fate. God is trying to do all your work for you. Yeah? Since you ain't been able to do it yourself, let the YB and God, the YB God, yeah, one of them ones. The YB been trying to do God's work from how long now? This is what you call fate. Perfect opportunity. Rob, you're busy, no worry. Now, don't leave Rob. Don't leave your job, Rob. We'll tell you what we'll do. We'll bring Shane in. Let Shane slide in. And if it don't work, fair play. If it don't work, no, there's no love lost. Mccracken ain't going nowhere. Yeah. What you'll notice is, show me a fighter who wants to work with Rob Mccracken. Show me one. Don't no one want to work with that dude. You know, good for nothing. The dude is good for nothing. Don't no one want him, and rightly so. People are banging down the door of Shane McGuigan to get in there. They want all the McGuigan. Too much of a McGuigan going to go down as a crusty Amato. I'm telling you now. Arguably, I'm not being funny here, but arguably in McGuigan's short little career, he's done. I bet he pound for pound, he's done more than any other trainer in history. My man's barely 30-year-old. He's knocking out. He's turning people like George Shot Groves. George Groves was finished. Couldn't do anything. Gets with McGuigan and turns it all around. Okoli bored everyone to tears. Gets with McGuigan, lighting Dons up. Glorowski got his back blown out. Yeah? Just like them. Listen, Glorowski got what them Mexican Dons were talking about on training day. Pushed it all the way in. Yeah? Have you ever had yours pushed in? I've had mine pushed in. No doubt. So yeah, Fish Eyes is basically saying that the way it's looking now, because we're in April, an 8-week camp, that's bare bones. We're not even signed yet. Bare bones is June 15th. Bare bones. Really, for this kind of fight, and there hasn't, I can't even lie, it's not as if there's been good press around it. There hasn't been much buzz, if the truth be known. I think most people are still quite turned off the sport. This fight needs a good, at least 3 months of build, of good press behind it, to get it pumping again. And because of all the he said, she said, and back and forth, there hasn't been any building. I remember when Mayweather-Pacquiao was going on, Mayweather-Pacquiao negotiations, they was hot, and then it happened and it was on. These ones, people just ain't really turned on. The general public I'm talking about, no one's really that bothered. People have turned off it. So what needs to happen now is when it's signed and it's actually locked in, then people will get back on it again. People are tired of hearing, oh, it's not up. Yes, it's happening. No, it's not happening. 4 months later, Eddie Hearn every 2 weeks saying, oh, in next week. People ain't down with that. This needs a full process. So on that basis, 12 weeks is July 14th. And I guess you could argue, actually, where are we? If the Olympics start on July 23rd, then Mccracken could make it. If it's a 12-week thing. But then again, can he? Because I'm pretty sure, don't you have to train? You don't just turn up for the Olympics, I'm pretty sure. You have things like a holding camp. The Olympics starts on the 23rd, but people go out there, especially given it's Japan. People will fly to a mid-place, somewhere between the UK and Japan. They normally have something called a holding camp. A holding camp is something where the team gets together and then flies out somewhere close to Japan and holds their base there for the last 4 weeks and then, boom, moves into the Olympics. So my man Mccracken, even for June really, it's going to be tight. For a head trainer as well. Because let's not forget, when you're a head trainer, you've got responsibilities. It's not simple enough to say, well, I'm just going to rock up. You're the head don. You haven't got time to be training AJ as well. That's your responsibility. It's not an easy job to have either. You've got expectations. People want medals. The government or whoever's been forking out, paying you, funding you, there's weight on your shoulders. So even for June, I can't see really how he's going to, for such a big fight as well, for AJ versus Fury, do you really want to have your mind in two places? I mean, it's not like he's got it, it's not like Mccracken's got it all under lock anyway, is it? Let's call a spade here. It's not like, well, Mccracken's that good that he can do both. He can't even do one. Well, tell a lie, he can. Mccracken is a great amateur trainer. But there's a reason there's horses for courses right now. And there's a reason he's amateur trainer. Amateur trainer is amateur trainer. Amateur results. McGuigan. Professional. Top level. GOAT status. One of the greats already. Facts. Knocking out my man 30 years old. He's done more than Mccracken's done in his whole career. That's the truth of it. Hate to break it to you, man. Shane McGuigan got more world champions than thing ever has. It's as simple as that. And my man Mccracken's 50 million year old. So yeah, for me, it's perfect. This has been set up. If you can't, AJ needs to just, I don't know what more needs to happen. It's all there. The signs are there. God's trying to pull him away from you. Oh, you know what? Let me slap the Olympics in there. Because the Olympics in Japan weren't even meant to happen. But what happened is, God said, boom, this Don AJ ain't getting it. Let me put the Olympics back on for him. That way, Mccracken going to be busy. And bring McGuigan in. That's what you need to... people think I'm joking, but look where McGuigan is. McGuigan's already with Okoli. It's so close. And I'm pretty sure AJ, when he brought in them other random dons, Fernando Alonso, whoever his damn name is, he brought in one don called Fernando Alonso, another don. When he brought them man in, that was because they was close to AJ as well, working with Chamberlain or something. Chamberlain was often in Sheffield or something like that. So it's all incestuous. Bring McGuigan in. And it frustrates me that AJ brought in Fernando Alonso. Who's he? What's he ever done? Tell me this, how many world champions has Fernando Alonso had? None. My man McGuigan knocking out world championships, reviving people's careers. And ain't no one telling him. AJ, and makes me laugh as well. People tell me, YB, what are you talking about? AJ's unified champion, and Mccracken did this, Mccracken did that. AJ knows it too, or half knows it. That's why, if everything was all good, yeah, if AJ had full confidence in Mccracken, Fernando Alonso and that other Don wouldn't have been there. Do you know the place you have to be in to bring in two? AJ didn't bring in one trainer, he brought in two trainers who have less experience than Mccracken. That wasn't by chance. AJ knows something ain't right. And to be fair to AJ, at the time, back in 2019, McGuigan wasn't who he is now. For me, that last Okoli performance locked it in. Okoli, I said to you, man, before the Okoli fight, this will prove to us what's go on this one. If Okoli starts looking like a demon, then we're going to know McGuigan's the business. That was the test, given how shocking Okoli was. Next thing you know, Shane gets with Okolie for a few months, and he's in there in round 1 throwing inside shots. My man Okolie didn't throw one uppercut or one hook in the whole fight. He was clinching the whole fight as well before. Gets with Mccracken and he's just a demon. It's been proven. The evidence is there now. Mccracken. And I'm to be fair, mate, we're so late now. Mccracken may even be busy, but I'm pretty sure for this kind of fight, this is life-changing money. Mccracken can retire on this payday. He needs to drop whoever he's got. Sorry guys, whoever it is, some random. Who else is there? I don't know. He got some random dons in there. Let's get rid of them, man. Fowler and whatnot. Fowler, sorry boss, got the biggest fight in history. In a bit, hold tight. Delay your fight. This one's one of them ones. We need to see this. I need to see AJ under Mccracken. I need to see it. We need to see it. It's as simple as that. As simple as that. AJ will cut through. Going to cut through Fury anyway, but it's the difference between cutting through someone with a spoon. You can still listen. If you got butter, you can still cut it with a spoon. Or cutting through it with a sharp atom knife. An atom thin knife. To slice it through. That's the difference right now. Mccracken will get the spoon through, no problem. Anyway. But listen. Mccracken is hot knife we're talking. And to be honest, it shouldn't even be legal. I'm telling you now. AJ and Mccracken shouldn't even be legal. So in a way, I'm glad if we're really thinking about the sport, for the sport's sake, it's best that AJ stays with Mccracken. Because otherwise, it ain't going to be fair. It ain't going to be interesting. Everyone going to be falling after 3 rounds. Every single one of them will just roll over after 3 rounds. No doubt, 100% confirmed. So from the sports point of view, for interest's sake, oh, look, AJ, you know what I mean? Oh, it's a bit of a fun. One of them ones. That's what Mccracken does. Maybe it's a big, I don't know, maybe that's what the Cabal wants. The Cabal wants some entertainment thing. Keep us all busy. Because if he was with Mccracken, it wouldn't be no entertainment. It'd be straight, there ain't nothing left to do. Yeah? He just chinned them all. They'd all get eaten up. Eaten up. You man watch Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor ain't got the genetics AJ has. You see Josh Taylor in there digging away, but he don't have the snap. Imagine AJ's ability and God-given gifts and work ethic. Not that Josh Taylor didn't have work ethic, but AJ's just got that ferocity about him. He got the heaviness in the hands. Putting 7 together, like what heavyweight do you know? Even Mike Tyson, what heavyweight do you know putting 7 together? Show me one. AJ even in there against Pulev. Yes, most of them missed, but the fact is, show me one heavyweight throwing 7 shots at once. Rattling shots off. Heavy shots. Mccracken refines that and turns it into accuracy and placement. It can be dangerous. Dangerous.com. So anyway, Fish Eyes is basically saying AJ needed a new trainer for this fight. End of the day, bottom line. Because, in my opinion, I don't think, it's too late now. We're in April. Is Mccracken really going to leave the Olympic thing 3 months before? It's not very professional, is it? Normally, these things, it would be, normally how, especially senior positions like that, when you're the head trainer, normally how it works in amateur sports is, you'll be the head trainer for the cycle, Olympic cycle. So for that 4 years, you'll be the one. That's how it normally works. They don't 3 months before an Olympics, you don't change in someone so critical like that. A big wig. They don't come in and out like yo-yos. So I can't believe that he's going to drop the Olympic one. That said, conversely, I'm getting hyped about another trainer coming in. It might be the case that, like Fish Eyes is alluding to, that instead they delay it until the end of August. But even so, if you delay it to end of August, the Olympics starts on January 23rd or July 23rd. It lasts a month. That's August 23rd. It's not like Mccracken can just jump on and jump in. AJ, assuming he wants Mccracken, that they're going to want a full camp together. So if the Olympics don't finish till August, that's another 8 weeks, 9, 10 weeks from then. So we're talking November. It can't work like that. No one, and Fury's it's the thing. And this is how I know, it's sent from God. Because Fury's already said, I'm not doing it if it's not in July or June, I'm not doing it. So it's all fixed in now. The only spanner in the works would be if Mccracken drops the Olympic thing. But I think Mccracken's thinking that AJ's only going to be around for another 5 years. I want to do this for longer. So is he really going to drop the Olympic one for AJ? I hope not. Please, Rob, do us all a favour. Stay with the Olympic team. That's what you're good at. You're good at being an amateur trainer. You ain't good at being the number one, the best athlete in the last 100 years trainer. That's just not you. We all have to know our place. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. Everyone true men know their place. And then you've had your run. You've cashed in. Done well. Time to move on now. Yeah? Circumstances are as they are. Give someone else a shot who's proven themselves. What's Mccracken proven? Show me then. Don't at me. Show me. Show me fighters you've seen. Show me fighters, yeah, that you've seen a day 1 and day 10 change. Because I can reel off a list of fighters who Mccracken, at only 30 years old, has made night and day changes. That's the kind of trainer an athlete, a once-in-a-lifetime athlete like AJ needs. He needs a trainer who got that ability. Night and day. George Groves, night and day. And it's not only night and day, yeah. What you'll notice as well, also every single one of them fighters gives their performance to the trainer. After George Groves won his world championship, what did he say? Oh man, without Shane it wouldn't have been possible. Or Coley, after his win in December, after his world championship win, wow, Shane man, I weren't feeling good at all. Shane, above and beyond. People ain't getting it. I can't blame because obviously there's a whole bag of casual fans. But I'm telling you, just let the white media do the thinking, yeah? One of them ones. This would be a magical one, an entanglement one, yeah? On that Will and Jada thing, and pure entanglement thing. Mccracken, AJ, entanglement, no doubt. It's written in the stars. It's all built in now. All you got to do, AJ, is take the step. Take a deep breath. Relax, invite Rob over for dinner and tell him, yo, we had a good run. And if you feel that bad about it, keep him on the payroll. Say, you know what, Rob, I'll give you 1% for doing nothing. That's what need to happen right now. Because we got things to do. We got hot knives through butters to be chopping. And it's what Fury don't want. Fury shook. I spoke to Fury the other day. He said, YB, can you stop putting the videos out about Mccracken because I can't. If AJ's got Shane McGuigan in the corner, I ain't going to sign the contract. That's what he told me, I swear down. Fury said, if Shane McGuigan in the corner, he ain't signing. So I don't know actually. Maybe AJ should say with Mccracken because then the fighting going to happen. Because Fury knows. Fury knows what's up. Fury knows what's up for sure. 100%.